All right, first week of the second quarter of 2026, the 10,000 call project. So this is the first through the seventh. Um, and what did it look like? Well, I think we had a pretty successful week. We had 210 outbound calls, 37 conversations, 13 appointments booked, 6 appointments kept, and 2 cancellations this week. No applications. So I guess that one is not exactly ideal, but it is what it is. Because what I am finding is there's a period of time where the conversations lead to appointments, appointments lead to applications, but then they kind of cycle through, and some say yes and come on board, and others don't. So there's a little. I feel like it's an every 2 week. Like one week it's a lot of conversations, then the next week there's an accumulation that builds, and then boof. Like last month we had one week where we had 8 or 9 applications, so it was a big week, and then we had other weeks where there was none. So yeah, I think that's how it kind of works. There's this accumulation. I had somebody ask me yesterday, how many conversations do you have before someone joins? And I have to say that it's all over the board. There is no exact number. Um, I some people I've talked to for a solid year, and I imagine over time I will have people that I've talked to for 3 and 4 and 5 years, and one day it'll be the right timing, and they'll say, hey, I want to do this. um, and then there's other people. I talked about this young man I spoke to. I talked about it in our sales meeting today. I called this young man up in northern Indiana, and talked to him, and I got the sense he was getting bored with our conversation. So I didn't take it as an insult. I took it as this guy wants to join, and I'm trying to slow him down by having a conversation. So I said to him, hey, uh, would you prefer that we just get something scheduled for you to do the application and join? And he said, absolutely. So I said, all right, well, hold on. I went and got my wife, got her calendar, coordinated him and her on the phone. I don't even know, can't remember if it was later that afternoon or it was the next morning, but it was shortly thereafter. And it was literally phone call to join, instantaneous. Funny thing is, one of our agents had a referral for the area. So 15 minutes after his license was activated with us, he had a referral from inside the team. So that was pretty cool. But my point being is that there's nothing there. There's no way to know what somebody's journey looks like because it's unique to them. Where whatever place they're in, whatever their belief system is, whatever their experiences are, etc. It is totally, totally unique to them. Um, and um, like I had a meeting today with somebody, and it was a first time meeting, and I think it went really well. I think this particular person really liked what we have. I think they're very intrigued, very interested, and I can see why, because I believe, based on what they tell me, their aspirations are in life and et cetera. I think that our company aligns better with it than where they presently are. But that's what it all boils down to. It's taking the time to listen to somebody, understand them, hear what they want, and find out if we're a fit, and recognize if we're not, and just totally being acceptable of that. One of the things that's working really well for me is not being threatening or in any way, shape, or form, so that people are okay with talking to me. If they say no, they know that I'm going to respect no. If they say, yeah, I want to keep exploring, they know that I'm going to respect that. They can trust me. And based on that trust, we're building a relationship that may end up in partnering together and may not, but it certainly gives us a better chance. And at bare minimum, as just told this young man I just talked to a little bit ago, at bare minimum, maybe when I'm visiting, this guy was in Virginia, maybe when I'm in Virginia, I at least have somebody to smoke a cigar and have a bourbon with. So anyway, till next week, you guys have a good one. I appreciate you following along. Please follow the channel, make comments, send messages, etc. But still plugging right along. I know that you probably saw the previous video, but 2,374 calls done in the first quarter. 26 shy of the goal, so not too shabby. We're on our way, and we're getting a lot of good data along the way. So take care. Have a good one. See you all soon.